We live, baby. We live. We live here. Want to welcome you to the Honest Hour. That's a little clip of Giraffe, the opening track from Walk on Water. This man right here, my guest tonight, has just dropped his new project, Walk on Water, as I said today, Black Friday. He is a hip hop artist. He's done some acting, as I just learned recently. He is also a performer, and altogether just an all-around dope dude. This is my guy, the one, the only, the most confident Ice the God. Appreciate you, my brother.
Ice the God, I'm in the building. What up, Mike? We in the building, man. Honest Hour, we outside, man. Ice the God.
Absolutely. I appreciate you taking your time to come on. I know you're a busy man. You know, you got a work schedule. You doing music, and you doing all this different stuff, you know, and I just appreciate you coming on and taking time to chop it up with me about you and this project for sure.
Hell yeah, you got the special scoop. Project dropped today. It's out right now, all platforms.
It was meant to be. We was trying to work on a time, and then I'm like, screw it. I'll do a Black Friday episode. Why not? I don't have work today. I got work tomorrow.
We'll make it work.
That's it. But how was your Thanksgiving, my brother?
It was good. Ate with Mom Dukes, chill with the fam. How was your shit? Your shit was kosher?
Yeah, man. You know, my mom came over, my uncle, all my kids was here. My wife was happy because I have two stepkids. So my stepson, he usually goes to Long Island with her mom and goes down there. And but he changed his plans and he came here. My stepdaughter was here, her boyfriend. So, you know, we had a good time. Played some games.
Lit, yeah.
You know, had some coquito. My uncle drank Long Island iced tea on accident. He's like mad religious and doesn't drink. And my mom said, "Here, try this, Leon." She goes, "Oh, thanks." He just drank it. Didn't read what it was. Just went.
He might have been drunk after that sip. Long Island.
Listen, he ain't had a drink in since he was 20, and he's 50 now. So, you know, it might be a little difficult for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna hop right into this. And so you're originally from Poughkeepsie?
Poughkeepsie, New York, born and raised, Powell Kingdom.
Okay. I was actually born in Poughkeepsie, but when I was a month old, I moved to Newburgh.
Okay, good shit. What's on your birth certificate though? What hospital? Do you say Poughkeepsie? Yep. So yeah, he was born in the town. That's a fact.
What was your experience like growing up in Poughkeepsie?
Honestly, it was dolo. I didn't fit in. So being a kid, it was kind of I felt like it was an issue. I always felt like, yo, what's wrong? Why I don't fit in with nobody? But it was more or less as I got older, I appreciated it because it's because I stand out. I'm not a follower. I'm not about to just follow what niggas is doing. I'm not everybody cousin. There's a lot of cousins, and it's real clicked up in the town. So I was dolo a lot.
Yeah, everyone be everyone. A few of my friends, I feel like they related to everybody. I'm like,
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. If you're not related to somebody or in a clique or something, it's you on the outside.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yo, I'm like, he's like, yeah, cuz. I'm like, dang, how you relate to how? Just you know. But in a way, that's good to kind of be like a loner or so much not be in with the in crowd, so to speak, right?
No, that should build character. That should build me to the person I am. I'm not in the front. I appreciate that shit, because I'm one of those who use certain shit as motivation. I like proving people wrong and doing all that extra shit, so that should motivate me.
Okay. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that being a little bit of an outlaw. That's you know what I mean? You know, being an outlaw and really doing what you're meant to do. Whatever you thought that was at that time.
Exactly. And that ain't easy to do.
That ain't easy to do.
I said that ain't easy to do. Everybody be wanting to do stuff and then they get caught up with life. They make excuses. They get caught up with this. They got stuck doing the job, and then they end up being 60, 70 years old and never chase their dreams. Like, you got to talk to these people in the nursing homes. They'll tell you. They'll be like, yo, my biggest regret is not doing what I wanted. Like, I should have did that my whole life. Like,
yeah, you got to at least give yourself an opportunity. I mean, that's where this platform came from. You know, my good brother, you know, I don't know if you knew him, Naj Murph, passed away in 2020. And he like lived a whole life. Like, he rapped, he acted, like he was on the radio, he was on the TV, like he did all this stuff. And he died at 30. And I'm like, dang, like I'm 32 and I ain't done nothing, or 31 at the time.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just like, I like to talk. So, you know, fast forward a little bit, here we are.
Exactly. And I respect it. That's what it's about. It's about doing what you want, like you said, what you meant to do. Like,
exactly. And this is only the beginning. A lot coming.
Nah, absolutely. We're gonna turn up.
So, what were some of your interests growing up?
Typical black people shit. Like, I thought I was gonna be in the NBA at first. I was playing basketball, and then it was really basketball and music. The music was stuck though. Like, the music was stuck. That was what was in my heart, was the music the whole time. Like, that's what I grew up doing. That's what I'm still doing. Like, this shit never stopped.
It was always in your heart. And what was your first introduction to hip hop? What was the first artist or song you can recollect listening to that's like, damn, I love this music?
I'm trying to think. It was either my uncle, who was a rapper. He was a rapper from Poughkeepsie as well.
Okay.
Back in the day, but he passed away, like just how you was talking about. My uncle was 29 when he passed away. He was a rapper from Poughkeepsie and all that. So he never even got that. Like, he passed away when I was like 12. So once he passed away, like, I started taking this shit like dead serious and all that. It was between him and DMX. DMX is the first CD that I remember getting.
Okay.
It's dark and hell is hot. When I had no business listening to it, my mom, for some reason, she let me listen to this album. I think it was because she liked it, but
classic.
That locked me in. Now, As Dark as Hell is Hot, it was just a full album with everything. I had a song for the girls. I had hard shit. It had singles. It just had everything that I fuck with.
That album front to back is just
front to back. It's not a lot of albums that they be talking about like, yo, you can put it on and just leave it. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. You can just leave it.
Yeah, because there's always like, even on like, you know, certain like deemed classic albums, you're like, it's a skippable track.
It's some skippables, yeah.
You know, but that album, like, my favorite song by him of all times on there, Stop Being Greedy. Like,
that's my shit, yo.
That song comes on, I'll be like, I'll be thinking I'm him.
Exactly. That's my. What about like? I like the song called "Let Me Fly." That's my shit.
Yes. So, with that being said, I assume that was your first exposure, but obviously you're a student of the game. So, I hope you don't mind playing a little game called Honest Picks. I don't know if you've watched this show before or if you've seen the clips of this, but it's pretty much a game where I'm going to give you two artists and you're just going to pick between them. There's no rules. It's just your personal opinion.
Oh, yeah, that's honest hour. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Personal opinion.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
All right, so I'm going to start with Biggie or DMX.
I'm going X. I'm going X. It's the passion for me. It's the passion, the realness, the authenticity.
Okay.
It's like you can feel that shit.
Oh yeah, definitely when he raps. Tupac or Ice Cube?
Pac, easy.
Okay.
Again, like, I'm a real person when it comes to authenticity, delivery. Like, you can feel what he's saying. Like, I believe everything he say. I fuck with Cube too, but Cube is more. You can tell as his acting career went on. Like, he can just talk about whatever he wants. Like, just make shit up. Like, Pac, he gonna tell you about what he feeling. My favorite bar of all time. My favorite rapper is Jadakiss, but my favorite bar of all time was a Pac bar from Changes. When he said, "How you got enough?" What did he say? How you got enough money for war but can't feed the poor?
We got money for wars but can't feed the poor.
Like that shit still hit now, and that shit was like 25 years ago, and that's still like a relevant statement. Like how you niggas got all this billions of dollars, but I can go outside and there's somebody sleeping outside on the ground. Like it doesn't make sense.
Pac's my all-time favorite. No one can convince. Like, all right, for me, the greatest ever is Nas. Like he's like top tier for me, but my personal favorite is Pac of all time.
And you just gotta imagine he only got to 25, Brody. Like you said, we in our 30s. I was a dumbass when I was 25. Like the fact that he was talking like that and being that person at 25.
You should have even heard him younger. Like, I mean, listen, when I say I have studied Tupac, like I have studied Tupac, every fiber of his being, like to the point where I had to find out his government name, where he's born, his birthday, like I read the poetry, I watched all the movies, I looked for the symbolism in each song. You know, like for me, like to me, my all-time favorite artist is Michael Jackson, and Tupac is right behind it. Like I just had to understand everything about him, books, and I don't even read like that. You know, pictures, posters. I just had to.
He was different.
Absolutely. Rakim or KRS-One?
I'm gonna go Rakim. I'm gonna go Rakim just because they kind of on an even playing field to me, but I fuck with Rakim like the delivery and flow a little bit more, like a little bit more. I like KRS-One, but just to me, just a personal ick to me, his voice is kind of annoying. Like it sounds like he's congested. Like I fuck with him. It's just his voice throwing me off sometimes. And I'm like, yeah.
Can't do too much. Can't do too much.
And then I heard this beef song. Like he go too far. Like I like conscious rap, but it's a such thing to me as going too far. Like he made a song about beef, talking about how bad beef is for you. A whole rap song.
Like look, you mean like beef, like meat?
Like the meat, yeah. Like beef is bad for you. It's not good for your blood. Like, bro, you're wild. Like, come on, bro. Like, I feel you, but I don't want to hear this shit.
He's got so much.
After this is over, go play KRS-One Beef. You're gonna laugh. He got a whole bunch of facts about beef. The whole song about beef.
He got so many songs, right? So much music that's really easy to get lost in figuring out what song went where at what time, and like I don't remember that.
And that's
song.
Another thing. He raps the same on all of them. Like that same bop flow, old school flow he got. Like it don't change.
Yeah, and that's why he don't make much music now. Because
it sounds just like it did 40 years ago.
Right, and I don't think it would fit in today's music. Not saying he couldn't do it, but there's no appreciation for that unless you're a student of the game or someone who.
Yeah, it's a niche. It's gonna be a real niche audience.
Exactly. Busta Rhymes or Jadakiss?
Woo, Kiss. My favorite rapper is Jadakiss.
I knew you was gonna say, but I still had to ask it.
The crazy part is I was about to say Busta before you even said the second person. I was about to automatically answer Busta because Busta's up there for me until you said Kiss. I'm like, oh no.
You're like, yeah, now.
Yeah, Kiss is my everything about him. Delivery, like that's why I try to put myself after. Because the bars, elite punchlines, but can also like do something catchy. He can also do shit for the ladies. Like that's my steezo. I feel like I even make better hooks than him, but he just got the bars and that's who I put myself after. I would compare myself to like a Kiss and then like a Fab mix.
Man, yeah, nah, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, you never know, man. Kiss be around the 845, you know.
Hell yeah. I got a video. I don't know if you saw it on my page. I performed for him. I had him like singing my song and all that. Like that was one of the best moments of my life. I'm not even gonna front. I got to perform for him in this competition, and like when I was rapping my song, he fucked with the hook so much, like he was singing along, saying my hook. Like,
yeah, that's a moment.
Yeah, that was a moment for me. After that, nobody could tell me nothing. Once my favorite rapper stamped me, and he told me like he was giving me good critique, like yo, your energy is unmatched. Like he was telling me good shit about myself. I'm like, yeah, can't nobody tell me nothing.
Because like there's some people one of my boys rapped for him, and Kiss wasn't feeling it.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be keeping 100. And that's why I said for me to have it on camera, him saying my hook, like singing along with it, finishing my bars, like I'm like, nah, he like it. Like he not gonna do that if he don't like it. Like he's feeling it. He's in tune. Like,
and Kiss is a student of the game. Like he's like he maybe even you can maybe even say he's a teacher, because when you think rapper, right? There are like rappers, and then there are like rappers. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a difference. It's trust me, I know it's different.
Like for me, right? I'm just gonna use J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar is a rapper, but J. Cole is a rapper only because of the way he raps. Like people just don't understand how he uses the same 3 cadences and literally uses the same 3 and it works. And people are like, it goes over their head, but it rhymes. It just goes so well together. Like just the other day I was listening to that song he did with Lil Yachty. And I'm just listening to the way he's rhyming the words. I'm like, bro, you're rapping the same way, but it sounds so good and it rhymes so well that nobody cares.
It doesn't matter when the bars is there. Like you said, you can, as long as the bars is there, you singing some certain shit, you got your own lane and you figured it out. Like,
absolutely.
Kiss is the same way. Kiss been rapping the same for 25 years. It don't matter. It hit the same every time. It never fell off.
It works. You know? Big Daddy Kane or LL Cool J?
Oh, that might have been the hardest one you said so far. Because for me, LL, that's another person I hold myself after. I Need Love was one of the first, was the song that made me realize I wanted to rap on R&B songs too. Like there was a line where it was like everybody was rapping tough music, it's all this and that. When I heard I Need Love, I'm like, nah, I want to do this too. I'm gonna have my bars, but I want to do this too. But Kane, I'm gonna keep it 100. It's Kane, like you said, because it depends on the question. Like you said, the question don't matter, because like as an artist, it's LL. As a rapper, it's Kane. If that makes sense.
Absolutely, because
like as an artist, it's LL because he's the best actor in the world. Like you was talking about studying Pac, I studied the game. I realized all the best rappers who was at the top of the game, were actors, bro. Tupac, when he was at the top of the game, guess what? He went to school for it. He knows how to be an actor. LL Cool J, you see all the movies he's in? He was an actor. Drake, guess what he started out as? This is all being something, putting on your superhero cape and turning into somebody. So LL, I felt like he was the first person to really licking his lips, to giving bitches flowers. Like he really went into character and really. So as an artist, I would say LL, but as a rapper, it's Kane. Kane flow is 2024. Like he raps flow wise. He can still rap with how they rapping today with just his flow in general. Like,
absolutely. That makes sense because there is a difference between the two.
And swag too. Kane was a fly nigga. I fuck with that. Like Kane was fly before it was.
Hats, like
the hats, the chain. My son was fly. That's what I said. So I would pick Kane. Kane for the music, for the bars. LL as all around artist.
Okay. Ghostface or Method Man?
Meth. Definitely Meth. Flow. Insane. Flow, bars. I got Meth in my top 5. Like, I don't know. People could say I'm probably biased because I feel like my whole top 5 is all New York. Like,
but that's what you like.
You know, but New York. And Meth is up there. Flow, top tier.
Method Man, also acting.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I realized it. That's why I'm as good as I am. Once, like when people see me in person, like I know how to turn it on. Like the superhero's on. Like I went and got the cape, I put it on, and I came outside. Like
absolutely.
You got to know this is entertainment. You can't just go just being regular, being dull, just being like.
You got to.
All the greats know that. All the greats know they got to they entertain. Like.
And you got to be entertaining. Like
Exactly.
uh Nas or Scarface?
Nas. Nas. I fuck with the storytelling. I fuck with the tone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Black Thought or Andre 3000?
Black Thought. Andre 3000. He's good, but I don't see what other people be seeing. Like I fuck with 3K, but to put him up there with how they be putting him, he's good, but he's not. Yeah.
I think now for me, I believe lyrically he's there. But what I think people really wanted, he hasn't delivered, right? So like people want an album, like call it what it is.
With
Like
him rapping.
right. That's what people want. Now, let's not get twisted. Outkast, in my opinion, is the greatest group of all time.
As a rapper, that's half a song.
Yeah.
When you're in a group, like can you make an album by yourself, two verses of pop with a hook, you rapping? That's like you said, that's what we wanted to hear.
Right. So when I heard an album, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. I hit it with the Denzel. Okay. Okay. But then you're like, he's playing the flute. And I'm like, why? And then he answered why, saying he just doesn't, he just about his feelings. I'm like, I get it. I get it. But like, bro, we wanted
Nah,
that album.
I don't. I don't. As maybe it's because I'm still trying to make it, but it's like I don't want to hear from a rapper that you can't rap. Like it's something
like,
blocking you from rapping. Like, oh, especially when you're rich, you have all this experience. Like you could rap, you could find something to rap about, bro. And
right. I
especially
mean,
when you never rap by yourself. So you never really told your story. It's always a group thing. It's always you met him at a certain age. Who was you before you met Big Boy?
right. And like listen to Cameron. I mean, the dude be up there on it is what it is, just in a suit, dropping bars over anything. Like it's like, come on, bro. If he can do it, and he just dropped, an album a couple years ago. Come on, man. You can do it.
That's what I mean. I'm not the one for excuses. Like I want it so bad, I hate to hear any excuse from somebody who's made it or somebody who's trying to make it. Like, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear you don't got time. I don't want to hear all that's telling me is you don't want it enough. Like
You make time.
you have to, especially if you're going to work. Like, and I got this whole thing about going to work. If you're spending all this time at work and you got 8 hours for somebody else and making them rich, you making somebody else's dream come true. You have to have some hours for yourself, respectfully.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole?
Cole.
World.
Cole. Bars. I'm a bar type person myself. And Cole, delivery, bars, they be there. He be smoke people on their own shit and all that. Kendrick is more of a bop. Like it's more of a party type vibes. His when he start rapping, it be straight to the point. It's not really he's not really. I like punchlines, and he don't really do punchlines.
Well, there's no setup, right?
Yeah,
So
it's everything is he's saying what he means, and that's straight to the point, and that's what it is. It's nothing to even think about.
Yeah, there's no like story. Like J. Cole's best song about like a setup to me is Wet Dreams, right? Because he's telling you a story, and there's a setup to the end. Mind you, I just found out that song was actually recorded in like 2007 or 2008.
I believe it.
For okay. Outkast or A Tribe Called Quest?
Outkast as a group, but only like I'm rating them as a group, like group song versus group song. If I was to like separate the people, I like Busta more than Outkast, but I like Outkast more than I like Tribe Called Quest.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of
Outkast
like a
got
balance.
way better songs to me than Tribe Called Quest. Way better catalog, way better. Their chemistry, everything is better.
I can't even be mad at that. No, that's a good look at development. Hold on a
Like
second.
that's why they broke up, because it's like when someone's so much better than the rest of them, it's the same thing with Meth. Like he had to leave them. Like it be clear when it's a clear someone's better than the other one, even if they both good. When somebody's clearly better, at some point, you gotta separate.
Yeah, you can't do it all and group it all because it doesn't have the same effect anymore.
Mm-mm.
EPMD or De La Soul?
Hmm. EPMD. Just and that's just off me being petty. Like one of my favorite songs is Headbanger. One of my favorite songs is EPMD, Redman, Headbanger. Like that's my shit. East Coast shit. I fuck with the flow. Yeah.
Mind you, those four groups are four of my top five when it comes to if I was a group rap
Mm-hmm.
groups. Like those four of the top five right there.
EPMD, the energy is too. Whoo. That's one of the songs I listen to before I perform. I listen to Headbanger before I perform, and I listen to Once Again. That's how you know. That's really when people ask me what my favorite album is. It's always It's Dark and It's Hell is Hot, because it be so many different songs for different reasons. I listen to the intro before I perform every time, man. Intro to It's Dark as Hell is Hot. That Def Jam Vendetta song, it's too
Oh
crazy.
yeah, that beat.
That boom
What was great about
boom. It started out crazy. Boom boom. But yeah, that
it?
shit get me hype as hell before I perform. Like
Pete Rock and CL Smooth or Eric B and or Rakim and Eric B.
mm-hmm. I fuck with. What was the first one again?
Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
I fuck with Eric B and Rakim, because I like Eric B more than I like. I mean, I like Rakim more than I like CL Smooth.
Okay. I can respect that.
And the producers, I fuck with. I fuck with Pete Rock. But yeah.
Okay. That's a but you know what? Looking at it student wise, there is nothing wrong with that, as well as opinion wise.
Mm-hmm.
Bone Thugs and Harmony or Cypress Hill.
Damn, I don't really like none of them like that. Let me think.
You
I
can
like
say
but
either if you
no, no,
want.
I do like them, but it's like I'm talking about it's the top.
Oh, okay.
Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs.
Bone
They
Thugs.
versatility, they melodies, like everything ain't hit for me, but I can appreciate the melodies and I can appreciate like where they was going, and yeah, I fuck with Bone
Okay.
Thugs.
NWA or Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu Tang for sure. Again, it might be my East Coast bias, but it's just I'm more of a bars person. I like when they make you think. A lot of West Coast rappers, they get straight to the point. It's like I went to the club and like they just say exactly what's going on. It's not. It don't got no type of.
You like a story. You like to
Yeah,
like you
or at
like
least something clever.
something to get you to where, you know.
Yeah, a lot of West Coast rappers are straight to the point. I fuck with NWA, but they was just straight raw, straight to the point, like exactly what their name is, just niggas with attitudes.
Yeah, literally. All right, so now the bonus three. These are always asked no matter who the guest is. Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles?
Mm.
Or as I had one guest call them the Battle of the Blinds.
I fuck with Stevie because I think Stevie could see. I think he's lying. So I think I fuck with Stevie, man. I fuck with Stevie, man. Yeah, I like his songs more too, but he gotta be lying because he be doing shit like taking pictures with niggas posing. I'm like, come on, but what are you looking at? Like, what you taking pictures with niggas smiling? How you know when to smile? Like you don't.
You ever heard the Shaq story?
Nah, what?
So I guess he was at some place, an event or something. Shaq's in the back of the elevator, right? Standing there, doesn't say nothing. Stevie walks on with his people, turns his back. Shaq's over their shoulder. Stevie Wonder turns and says, "Hey, big fella."
Yeah, see, I believe it. That's what I'm seeing. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. And that's somebody in the entertainment business. That's fucking genius. Like other people would be mad. I'll be like, oh nah, he got y'all.
Yeah,
He caught y'all with it. Because I was one of the people before Little Yachty. I'm talking about before Yachty, before 6ix9ine, before anybody had colored hair. Like 10 years before. I'm talking about. I'm in middle school. I'm like, yo, I got bars. If I get red braids or something, like that'll be the craziest gimmick in the world, and I'll just be famous, like the rapper with red hair, because nobody got red hair. 10 years later, like people start getting colored hair.
you
Like, if you got a good gimmick, the first blind singer, one of the first, yeah, he might have just ran with it and just
said shit.
just
And
stayed with it.
like,
don't he got kids and shit and all that? Don't he got kids?
I believe he does have kids.
Yeah, like come on, like that's I don't know.
Aretha Franklin or Whitney Houston?
Oh, Whitney. I'm sorry, Aretha, but Whitney was that crack had her lit. I ain't gonna front. That shit must have had her turned. Like the way she was singing on crack. Same thing with DMX. I'm telling you, like they was functioning. I got more respect for them for being that functioning and doing what they was doing. Like DMX was especially acting, like they was doing all of that while doing crack. Like that's tough.
That's true.
The crackheads I know is outside, strung out. They can't function like that. And imagine being rich. That's even worse. Like that might be the scariest thing in the world. Imagine being a drug addict and being rich. So you can have as much as your drug as you want. Like you're gonna kill yourself. If you did coke and could just buy a whole key and just sniff coke till you fall asleep every day, it's like how do you stop yourself?
I really can't.
You safer being poor and a fucking addict.
So, and the last one, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Oh no!
He said, "Oh no!
Oh no!" Now this was way easier as a kid, and as before I got in the industry and before, because this was an easy answer for me. It's just like you. My favorite artist all time is Michael Jackson. But then as I got older and realized what was actually going on and who's doing what, Prince is the greatest ever. Like no matter if I like that's my answer. I like Michael Jackson more, but Prince is the greatest. He's the greatest. Like to do what he was doing, the nigga fuck around and record himself playing the piano, then record himself doing the guitar, then go do this, and then start singing, and then this is the song. Like, and then at the Super Bowl, he started singing Purple Rain, and it started raining outside. Like this is God. Like this is so yeah. I like Michael Jackson. It was just like the other one. I like Michael Jackson as an artist more, but I know it's Prince. Like in my soul. Like if somebody asked me who was the better artist, like it's really is Prince. And that should hurt my feelings because I'm a Mike stan. Like nobody's better than Mike. But as I got older and realized who was doing what, like damn, Prince was doing all that.
I would say this.
Then he was breaking a mold. He changed his name because they tried to jerk his contract, and then like he changed
his name, but still used his name.
No, but that's how he got out of it. That's how he finaged with it. Because y'all own Prince. So I'm changing my name to the formerly known as Prince. It's a whole different artist. My contract is for Prince. So y'all own all of that. That's how I'm getting out of my contract. That's not my name no more.
I would say this. When it comes to the art of art, I don't know if that's the right phrase, but the art of music, let's say, Prince is the right answer. But when it comes to more memorable music and more
hands down, it's Mike. It's Mike.
More what's the word I'm looking for? A bigger effect on history of music. Prince had a lot of music, but Michael Jackson broke down barriers.
Yes, it's Mike.
That
we saw it. I grew up. Nobody will ever have that effect again. I saw people crying and passing out and doing shit that they would never do for no one else. There's nobody on earth now that people would act the way they did when they saw Mike. Like,
all he did, he would stand. It was like 20 minutes and then just turn his head. Oh my God. Like, yo.
Insane.
Yeah, no, but that's the game. A little bit of icebreaker, as I say. So you said before that when you heard DMX, that's when you wanted to start making music. Were there any other influences that you had in terms of like of making music?
Hmm. Like I said, it was my DMX, my uncle,
Yep.
and Kiss. Those are
Okay.
the three for me. And Jadakiss. Those are the three for me. My uncle passed, and I was already kind of rapping, but then he passed, and I started taking it serious. I was like, yeah, I could do this. And listening to DMX and Kiss, those my influences right there.
It's kind of funny that it's Jadakiss because I had Big Veg on here last week,
That's my dog. Shout out to Big Bad, 845 here.
and we were talking, and I told him about this episode,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, let me tell you something about Ice to God, bro. He goes, he's something serious, and he's like, and he's very confident, very confident. He's like, you can't tell him nothing. He's like, even if you don't like his music, he's gonna just say it's not for you and keep it moving.
Because once again, like you said, we students of the game. I studied the game. Everybody has this attitude that you're talking about. The Kanye Wests, the P. Diddy's, you gotta believe in yourself a certain way before anybody else. It's a me thing before anybody else.
Absolutely. But I wrapped that to Jadakiss because before we came on here, I was thinking, like, listening to your project, and I just thought of that Jadakiss bar, and it's funny he's your favorite when when he said, "But I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment," and that's embodying of you, and it's very.
I got my award speeches written already. Like I'm one of them people. They're gonna think it's funny. Like it's gonna be on some Kanye shit. Like when they ask the regular question they ask everybody else, like, did you ever expect yourself to be here? Be one of the only ones. Yes. Yeah. I waited my whole life for this. I expected everything that I'm getting. Yes, I expected it. It's not one of them things. But nah, I didn't think I could get it. Nah, I expected everything that I'm gonna get.
Absolutely. How would you describe your musical style?
Kind of like the people we talked about. A little bit of Kiss, a little bit of Fab, a little bit of LL Cool J, with DMX's energy when I rap in real life. Like I take DMX's energy, I take Fabulous's like swag, bravado when it comes to the females, and like Kiss's like bars, like seriousness to like lyricism to make sure everything makes sense. Nothing will not make sense. Everything I've ever said makes sense. Whatever you think doesn't make sense, that means it went over your head and you got to think harder and really be like, oh, you just ain't catch it yet. Because I'm really potent on, I would never say something that doesn't make sense. It will always go together and make sense.
Yeah, because even like listening through this project, there was a lot of, how can I put this? A lot of different styles.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have one lane. I'm not even gonna hold you. I haven't listened to much of your older music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard for me right now to compare and contrast.
Mm-hmm.
But with this particular project, there was a lot of different styles, and you tested a lot of different lanes. But I'm gonna save that till we get to the actual. We're almost to that part. The actual what we're here to talk about. Kind of answered this, but I'm gonna ask it from your perspective. How do you deal with negative comments from people concerning your music?
Depends on what it is. Because I really take this shit serious, so I'm not gonna front. I'm one of the people you just can't say whatever to me. Like you can't you can't tell me I'm whack. You can't tell me I'm garbage. You can't say I'm one of the people. People tell me all the time, yo, why you care so much? Because this shit is real. This shit is my life. You can't just lie. But that's a lie. I know how good I am. I know too many people who matter have said it. Too many people. I know I'm good. So if you're gonna have criticism and it's something bad, I don't care as long as you tell me what for. Like, and if it's reasonable, that's fine. I don't care. Like you said, it's not for you, but I bet I got something for you. If you like hip hop music, I can 99% guarantee I got some kind of music that you would like. Like you said, with that versatility, it's like, oh, you like drill? I got something for you. Or you like R&B shit? I got something for you. You like street shit? I got something for you. You like party shit, stripper shit? I got something for you. So it's like, that's fine. If you don't like something, I got something else for you. So I don't really never get too mad unless you just flat out disrespect me and just say I'm not good, and that's just some hating shit to me. So I'm gonna check it.
Well, and I think that, let's be honest, there are people who are horrible that have made it into the industry and who are making money. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you're horrible
No,
by any
no,
means.
I agree. I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? But they're like, they're like, listen, you ain't gonna sit up here and tell me Lil Uzi Vert is good. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell me Lil Yachty is good. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell me like there are
Yeah.
certain, like, just those are the only two that come to mind. Are like, listen, people get mad. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell me the Migos were good when you compare it to modern day groups like Travis Scott. Like people listen to these people and think they're like God's gift, and it's just like, what are you listening to? What are you listening to that I'm not hearing? Because I definitely ain't hearing lyricism. I definitely ain't hearing like anything that's worth investing my time. And I think, and I feel, and you as an artist may be able to kind of elaborate on this, is I feel that nowadays, due to streaming and not, you see, like when people not going out and actually having to buy a CD and spend their hard-earned money. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I pay $20 a month for Apple Music, but like just today, I joined some hip hop page, and there were
Yeah.
like 21 albums of artists, hip hop artists I've never heard of, never ever heard of any of them. So I went into Apple Music and I got those projects, and I said, hey, I love music. I like finding new artists, listening to different stuff. So it's worth everything's worth a shot once, right? But I feel like artists feel like they can water down their music because the payoff isn't the same. Not realizing by you doing that, there are other avenues, right, in order to make make money other than streams. A lot of artists like to perform. That can, if you get real good, it opens up avenues to acting, as we spoke about. It opens up avenues to endorsements. So the music is the start, but you water it down, you're trapping yourself in a bubble that you may not be able to get out of.
Exactly. And there's no reason for that. That's what they want you to do. Like you gotta try to get it from more angles, from more areas.
Absolutely. How do you incorporate your personal experiences and emotions into your music?
I do that with 90% of my music. Is when I hear a beat, depending on how I'm feeling, like I just put how I think about what I want to talk about by what the beat tells me to talk about, and then I would just put my feelings into it on how I would feel about that situation. Like, okay, if it's a beat and it's making me angry and I want to talk about an old relationship, that's what type of shit I'm gonna get into and talk about how I felt in that same scenario that I'm thinking of. Like if it was a girl cheating and I'm thinking of, okay, I'm gonna think of how I felt when a girl cheated on me, so I'm gonna put that in there. My exact thoughts, but I'm gonna put it in a way where people can relate and understand it.
I can feel that. So now let's get into the project. Walk on Water.
Mm-hmm.
So today I started listening to this, and I'm like I said, I'm big on music. I have about 9 pairs of headphones. I
I hear
don't,
that.
I don't play by my music. I don't play by my podcast. I have 2 Beats Pill speakers. I have a big JBL speaker. Like, I love music. It's a part of me. It is a hobby. I will sit in the dark and I will put on headphones and listen to music. Like, That's how much music
Yeah.
is part of my life.
Yes,
So,
that should be peace.
like it's, with noise cancellation, everything. Like I don't play about my music.
That's why I make it. That's how I feel when I'm on stage. Like I'm the most comfy when I'm on stage. Like people ask me when I'm the most happiest, literally when I'm on stage. Like when
That's
they ask me that question, like what you like better, performing or like making the music? It's the performing. The making the music is cool, but the performing is when I get to put the cape on, like and show what I've been working on.
absolutely, absolutely. So, why did you title this album "Walk on Water"?
My name is Ice the God, and I feel like I'm a god, so I just wanted to show the difference, like show them that I'm not regular. I'm not a regular human. Like everybody else can walk on the ground. Like I'm gonna show you the difference. Like I leave Earth when I rap. That's why a lot of the songs, it was that bravado was in there that you could feel in a lot of the songs. Like nah, I'm like that. The whole album was like nah, I'm gonna show you that I'm like that.
Mm, that's some deep meaning. Um, I would say also because I did listen to some older stuff
Mm.
today as well, and there's definitely a progression in the
That's
way.
why as soon as the songs first song on the album, that's why Giraffe that shit hit different. Like
Yeah, like okay, I'm gonna tell you. There's only one other album that really made me do that whole head turn this whole year. Where it's just like all right, I'm expecting one thing, right?
mm-hmm.
And and then something else happens, and that was LL Cool J's album.
The crazy part, I didn't even hear it. It's fire. It was something
Oh
different.
man, yo, dude, the first track, he just comes up ripping it, and I'm like, I was like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, like
Okay,
I wasn't ready.
yeah, like I wasn't, I didn't know what to expect, and I think it was the same thing. Maybe I was expecting a little more of some of the older stuff I heard, like, but you got a lot of music, but I've heard, I think I went through
I'm
about
not
six.
each time I've gotten better. Like I'm not gonna front. I don't say it just to say it. I've gotten better.
Right, like I listened to like a couple songs on the earlier stuff. I kind of just tried to because I wanted to kind of get a difference in the growth, your progression as an artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your cadence, your beat selection, all
Mm-hmm.
the things that's important, the
Mm-hmm.
rhyme scheme that goes with the beat, the production. Like, is it going this way? Is it going this way? Or is it
Mm-hmm.
staying here? And I would personally say there's a definite progression and a very good progression from the beginning to now. And I don't even think you've hit like the pinnacle of
Exactly.
what you want to do. Like
Nope.
one another artist from the 845. He's now all over Osmond Benjamin. Like he's been doing music since we were in high school, right? But I feel like now in 2024, like the last like 3 years, he's been in this realm where he's just found who he is as an artist. I personally feel like you're almost there, but you're just about to find who you are as an artist and unlock so much more great music. This album is the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of that realm,
Mm-hmm.
if
I
that
agree.
makes sense, because you try and you just keep elevating, but this album right here is the beginning of that realm because you locked in a
I
different
appreciate that.
way compared to that other music. It's
I
like you
appreciate
said
that.
on your mind, you're like, okay, this is what I got, this is what I want to talk about, and this is how I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt, gotta call it as I see it. Who did the production for this project? Because let me tell you, they tore the damn thing up.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
tore the
appreciate it.
damn thing up.
There's one
Whoever
person,
did the production,
Mr. Cores is one person. He produced all my music. Just like you talk about my elevation, his elevation was the same way. He started out like if you hear album 3 albums ago, his beats was regular, my raps was regular. Like as I progressed as a rapper, he progressed as a producer. Like he's been producing every song you've heard from me for the past 2, 3, 4 years. He shoots all my videos, and he makes every beat.
Oh man, he's a man of many talents.
Mm-hmm. And if you heard the last song, that's him on the hook, Mr. Chords, the one on the hook, the one singing that getaway song. Mm-hmm.
That song was dope too.
That's the thing we got. Like you said, if you heard previous projects, like once I get famous and people go back in the catalog, he's on the last song of damn near every one of my projects. It's me and him as a feature on the last song on the project.
Paying homage in a sense, and also just showing.
Sure. That's my guy.
Showing it off, like that's a good thing. People don't always give credit to all the pieces that come to making a song. A lot goes into it. Like I could never make music. I ain't got the patience for that. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
Like do it again. Like it's not right. It's still wrong. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like that.
So what is the purpose or meaning behind this album?
The purpose and the meaning is just to show the difference. Like I said, it's to show them like that I'm not like nobody else. This is not like some shit you're gonna hear. It was really more of a bar project because I got so many different projects. I do my R&B thing. My last single before this was an R&B song where I'm on my R&B wave. I fuck around and get on my Afro beat type shit. So this project specifically, I wanted to get into the bars and let people know how like, yo, it's not the same. So just so after this, I can get back to my whatever I want to do. If I want to get on my R&B shit, if I want to get on my pop shit, whatever I want to do next is good because I satisfy the bars, getting to it, showing like when it comes to this rap shit, ciphers, freestyles, anything when it comes to bars, like I'm not to be fucked with. That's what this was for.
You want people to know, like, yeah, I'm that dude.
I'm not, yeah, I'm one of them, and I'm one of those. Usually, people it's one or the other. People either got the bravado where they say it, they talk a lot of shit, but they can't back it up, or they got the shit, but they don't talk. I do both. I talk that shit and I back it up at the same time. That's what type of time I'm on.
There's a comment here. You meant to go. Giraffe is a hit.
So
Giraffe is a hit. No, there was a comment. Vanessa says Giraffe is a hit.
Nah, I appreciate that. That's a good shit, real shit. That's why I put that. That's the intro, letting it be known from the beginning. Like I felt that when I heard that. You can never. There's no reason to listen to other people when they can't see your dreams, when they can't understand. Like it's not for them to understand. Most people don't think they could be a millionaire. They don't think they could be a billionaire. If you ask them like, yo, you think you could be a millionaire? They'll be like, nah, probably not. Oh yeah, so you can't understand what I'm talking about? Like we're not even on the same wavelength. So it don't discourage me when people don't understand what I want and the things I want to get. Like it don't discourage me at all.
And you can't let it.
Nah, not at all.
What was your favorite thing about the creation of this album?
That's a good question. Let me think. My favorite thing about the creation of it. The energy I had. Me being, like I said, I go off motivation. So like I'm a hater. So if I see somebody doing a lot, or if I see somebody who I don't think is better than me doing more than me, like it'll get me mad. It'll put me in a zone like to get into my bar mode and really, really get like that. And for this project, I was really on that type of time. Like I'm really about to show them that that's the difference.
So you just wanted to bring a unique energy to this.
Bring it through the music and just show us it's a difference. Like you heard the Go Live song, that's when I got my little West Coast flow. Like you said, it was a whole bunch of different type of shit on there.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, it's kind of like there was so much because it like you there was like a stretch where I'm like, yo, like is the same guy making this music? Like
yeah, that's funny. You're not the only person who said that.
And I'm like,
one of my other niggas said that. They was like, this one song don't even sound like you. It was Flu Game. He was like, is this you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. They was like, yeah, Flu Game. I thought it would sound like you. Like,
yeah, like the way you rhyme doesn't sound like your talking voice. You know, not even, it doesn't even resemble it a little bit. But there's so many different alter egos in a sense, if you want to call them that, or you know, because each song there's a different message, right?
because that's real. That's energy. That's one thing about being real or authentic. It's a feeling. Everybody's not, you're not the same all the time. You don't got the same, nobody has the same feelings all the time. Sometimes you sound different when you're mad. You sound different when you're happy. You sound different when you're sad. Like, and that shit comes through the music with me. Like, I sound different depending on the feeling that I got.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's good because you show who you are through doing that. You're not the same every time you make a song. You know, you're not. You know, I'm not the same every time I do a show. Like,
exactly. You know, you don't feel the same way. You're not the same. So I ain't gonna fake like I am.
Absolutely. How do you feel the work with the production influenced your lyrics?
A lot, because we work hand in hand. I'm right there with him when he's usually making my beat. So it's like when I hear a beat, that's usually what guides me into how I'm about to rap. I don't come in preconceived like what I'm about to do. I'm not like, I go in the studio like, yo, I'm gonna go in there and write a song about robbing somebody. Like, nah, I go in there and I listen to the beat first, and the beat tells me what I'm gonna rap about. Like, so depending on the beat, that's the vibe that I'm going with.
So with the production, since you guys work so hand in hand, when you say that, were you there every step of the way when he's making each beat? Or was it kind of like, you know, because just like artists, like, right, like I told you, J. Cole held that song, right? Wet Dreams, right? Like, you know, artists hold music. Do producers, I would assume producers hold beats. So was there a collection of beats he already had, or were you guys just like fresh? Like, nah, we're gonna start fresh.
Nah, that's how me and Chords is different. Like, I'm there when he's making the beat, mid process. Like, it's not something like you'll hear normally. Like, I'm in there while he's adding the drums, and I'm rapping and making a hook, and then he's adding music off of the melody of the hook. You know what I'm saying? So like, he starts off making a beat, and I make the hook, and then he'll add some pianos that sound just like the words I said. So when certain things sound perfect, it's because we really meshed and made it at the same time like that.
So you really take the time to harmonize that for a better.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You know, because like, okay, when like, you know, people will say there are certain producers, right? They got their respect. Your Swiss Beats, Pharrell, Timberland. God, who's the other one? Jesus, Pharrell, Timberland, Swiss Beats, Jesus, Dr. Dre. My God, Dr. Dre. I think even Hit Boy is starting to enter that conversation. I mean, that run with Nas alone, I think almost could put him at least underneath those guys, right? Those guys are the greatest, and then he's like right under there. But when if you were to get a beat from one of them, you can kind of say, all right, but it's different. Like I could tell the other quality of music I feel that's weakened is the emailing of tracks. Because and I'm not saying that you can't make a great song emailing tracks, but and I know this just based on being a fan, the energy's different. Like if me and you both were making music and I'm in Texas and you're in New York, okay, you know, but if we're both in Newburgh, we're both in Poughkeepsie, there's no reason why the two of us should not be in the studio.
Exactly. And like you said, the energy is different. Like, and I'm a competitor, so it's gonna make my delivery even better, just being more people being in the room, like them actually being there, us going back and forth, bouncing ideas off of each other. Like,
right. Because when you can do that stuff in real time, because if you got a hook, right, and then like you know what the hook sounds right with the beat, but you're like, some drums will sound better there, or some piano notes might sound better there, or
Mhm.
take this out, put that in. Fixing it in real time makes it 100 times easier to make the song versus okay, this sounds like this, and this, and then you record it, and then you couldn't fix it then on the spot. Now you got to re-record the whole thing.
Exactly.
Like there's definitely a science and a definite cadence um to it that makes it better when you're in the studio at the same time.
It's way better. I would prefer it for sure.
Absolutely. What are your favorite tracks on this album, bro?
Um, I like the intro. I like Giraffe. I like Go Live because I was on my West Coast shit. Like that's on my. I feel like that's one that's gonna pop like radio wise, club wise. Like I think Go Live is gonna go. And Sleep is for the Rich. I think Sleep is for the Rich is my favorite song. That's
Okay,
my
okay.
Sleep is for the
That-
Rich. I was on my like down south Gucci Mane type shit. Like that's my I fuck with that.
yeah, Giraffe, Sleep is for the Rich. Not Safe,
Yeah,
EIM, Getaway. Like, I
yeah,
feel like it's
yeah.
no disrespect to the middle, but I feel like when you like the two most important times is the opening and the closing. And I
Nah,
feel
the great part, that's how I felt.
like,
That's why I put him. That's why I placed him like that. Like I picked the order of my shit, and now that I put him like that, I'm like, nah. The beginning and the end is gonna be like that. Like,
right. And so like, Giraffe was like I said, I'm like, oh, okay, okay. The Denzel, okay.
mm-hmm.
This is what we're doing.
And then Sleep is for the Rich is right after that.
Yeah, yeah. And then it kind of goes, that's where you showed all your different
Yeah, the versatility right out the gate.
and then it kind of then you kind of started placing it back together with 9 lives, and then
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just like closed it out nice, because I don't care what no one says, the order of songs is important.
Nah, hell yeah, gotta
So
make sense.
important, because you can have the songs in the wrong
You gotta
order.
sit there. You gotta sit there for a whole day and get that order right. You gotta move 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 5 to 4. Like you gotta listen to them all together, see how they go, how they flow together. Like,
Yeah, like it's important.
because that's the thing about the skits. Again, that's the part about making the beats. We added the skits after the album was done. The album was done already, and we made the order already, and then we put the skits in there.
So you can see kind of where they fit.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So, oh wait, okay. Have you decided on what's going to be the first visual or music video?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Sleepers for the Rich. I got some special shit coming for Sleepers for the Rich.
Okay, okay. And when might that come
That's coming
to our
real soon.
vision?
And in the next couple weeks, in the next month, we're gonna have before the New Year's, we're gonna have a Sleepers for the Rich video.
Okay. Oh wait, okay. Well, how many videos do you think you plan on making for this project? If more than one?
It depends. I gotta see. I mean, I'm gonna check the statistics, see what niggas is fucking with, see what they like. I mean, that's really what it depends on. I'm gonna see what they fuck with. I'm doing Sleepers for the Rich for me. Like, I'm just gonna go from there and then after that, I'm just gonna see what people gravitate towards, see what people's fucking with, see where the plays is at, see where the views is at, and then I'm gonna take it from there.
Sounds like Giraffe is already already in the
exactly.
already in the conversation.
It's been out 1 day. That's what I said. I'm getting a lot of good feedback. I'm just waiting for more and more to see what people fuck with. I mean, this is literally it came out today, so literally a lot of people ain't even hear it yet. Still, like literally that shit just came out less than 12 hours ago. Like so.
Yeah, Yeah. And like you said, you gotta look at the statistics or diagnostics, or
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the word. There's a certain word I'm looking for. I can't
Hey, you
find
know
it.
what I'm talking about, though? Yeah, that. We got to look at that.
Like you have to really look at it, because you're not gonna waste funds, um, on a
Exactly.
video for something people aren't feeling.
Exactly. I'm going to pick the song that I know they fucking with, like, just off of looking at it and knowing, like, oh, nah, this song is going right now. Like,
Exactly. What do you want people to take away from your project?
no, I'm not to be played with. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's time. Like, nah, he's ready. He's about to take that next step into where he want to go and where I belong. Like, I'm about to take that next step. You could tell with this project. That's why I made it. Just a little something for everybody. Got an R&B song. Got a shit from the West Coast. Got bars. I got a little bit for everybody in there. So this is just to know bar wise. Like, oh yeah, he's ready. Like, proper preparation is everything. Like when Jay-Z called me, or when I get that meeting when it's time to rap, and it's like, nah, rap right now. Like, he's ready.
Yeah, like you kind of like one artist that had that was Rick Ross. They gave him $1 million advance, Def Jam at the time, just to say, yo,
Exactly.
spit right now. Because like like people say to me recently, they said to me, yo, you have artists on and you never asked them to like freestyle. And I'm like, here's the thing. As an artist, sometimes I know it's like kind of like you have to be feeling it, right? Like I can't just say, okay, unless I tell you ahead of time, like, yo, listen, you
Yeah,
just
exactly.
spit a quick 16. But
Mm-hmm.
but you gotta be kind of in the like, I don't know if mood's the right word. Zone, maybe. Gotta kind of
Mm-hmm.
be in the zone. Like I had one guy, Daniel Villegas. Um, he does a lot of different stuff. He plays bongos. He raps in English and in Spanish. He's very talented. He came on and someone was in the comments like, "Yo, have him spit a free," and I said, "Oh, I'll ask him," and he did it. Like I gave him a couple words and he did it. But sometimes artists don't want to do that on the spot, like unless
Nah,
they know,
yeah. It's the
like.
thing. You always gotta be ready though. Like like we said, just know when proper preparation. If Jay-Z call me right now, just know it's 100 in the clip that nobody ever heard. That's ready. you just
Well,
you
like
just gotta be ready at all times.
five P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Nah, exactly. That's what fuck up a lot of things. That's what fuck up. This is entertainment in general. This is sports. This is rapping. This is music. When you see somebody nervous, it's because they didn't prepare. They did not prepare correctly. If you prepare correctly, you're more excited than anything. You can have a little bit of nervousness in you, but you're ready to go. I'm more ready to go than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm locked in. That's why my energy is ready like this because of the hours I put in. Like it's a reason my energy is the way it is.
Absolutely. What's the most important lesson you've learned in making music?
Don't stop. Like it didn't pay off yet, but I just know not to stop. Like I just know. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. Like I'm one of them artists. And I even said it in one of the bars in my songs. I forgot what song it is, but I said it in the song like I had a whole life before I got famous. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
past 30 already. Most people make it when they 20, when they 21, when they I had a whole life. I had a whole job before I got famous. Like so I'm gonna appreciate this shit different than the next person. Like
Absolutely. Well, and I think it's a testament because I start thinking the same way more recently. Like when you said like most people don't believe they can be a millionaire or a billionaire or anything
that
like
cuts them out. That cuts you out of the that cuts you out the gate. You can't get it if you don't think you can get it.
And if you don't think you can get it, guess what? You ain't gonna get it.
No, you can't. It's impossible because you don't think you can. You're not gonna get it.
Like it's just one of those things, one of those opportunities, or one of those things where you have to really set your mind. You have to really believe in yourself. Like even like to me, like I had Showtime on here the other day, and we were chopping it up. And now tomorrow, he's offered to, you know, kind of take me under his wing a little bit, maybe, help me out in a sense. And I'm going to his rap battle in Brooklyn tomorrow.
Yeah,
Don't know,
yeah.
don't know anything about Brooklyn. Been there a couple of times, but guess what? We're gonna go there. We're gonna go to the rap battle. We're gonna do some networking, pass out some business cards because you got to get your face out there. So for you, speaking in which, I want to talk about. I didn't write it in here. I forgot. I want to talk about performing. Um, your performing energy is something different. Like you really embody. What's the perfect way to put it? Really embody everything into your performance. And you said performing is your favorite thing of it all. Why is that? And why do you put so much effort forth into the performances?
It's because I believe what I'm saying. It's the authenticity. Like when you believe what you're saying and it's real, like the shit hit different. Like I'm not just saying random shit, like shit that I just made up, or I'm not acting like I mean what I say, so the shit hit different. So I make sure to portray that. And when I do portray that, that's why I like it so much because the reaction I got. I've got it from the first time I've ever rapped. Because the first time I ever rapped, I meant what I was saying. So they've always felt the passion in my raps when I rap. Like you can always feel it. So I always respected that. And again, that comes from the being on my only child. I didn't have friends like that. So my high moment was people fucking with me because of the way me rapping. Like that's my shit.
Mm. Yeah, because sometimes it's just like two things that have died in hip hop are performances and music videos. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because like there was a point in time where people just rap in front of a white background. Like, bro, that's not a video, that's a joke. Like you spend
Yeah.
millions of dollars to like rap in your bedroom, pretty much. like,
Right.
like so like you have to really just put in the time, the effort, and the finesse, to do those things, which I do believe you do. Um, who are some artists that you would like to collaborate with? Whether they be, in the realm of the 845. If you have three in the realm of the 845 and three industry wise, um, that you'd like to collaborate with, who would they be?
3, 8, 4, 5.
Or whoever.
I'm gonna give you both. I'm gonna give you both. 3, 8, 4, 5 first is probably my son Fame. I don't know if you know my son Fame Gretzky. He's from Poughkeepsie. It's my
Well,
guy.
well, you know what? I told you I like discovering people, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
write his name down.
Gretzky. Faime and then Gretzky, like Wayne Gretzky.
Wait,
It's
you
my
said
guy.
Faime?
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay,
Gretzky, like Wayne Gretzky.
I definitely spelt it Fame. So I'm glad you spelled it out.
Nah, that's how I spell it for you. Like, nah. Because that's how specific it is. You know how the internet is. If you don't spell it the right way, you won't find it, nigga. Like,
Nope, especially on Instagram.
exactly. So yeah, let me see. I worked with Weathers before. I worked with Sims. I'm trying to think of people I didn't work with yet. Um, I want to work with my son Dan Voice actually. He an R&B nigga. I fuck with Dan. Like I want to fuck with an R&B nigga Dan Voice. You know what I mean? It's my son. And who else rapper wise I ain't fuck with? I can't think of that. I can't think of the third. But industry wise, definitely Kiss. You know that. When me and Kiss go on something, it's going up. Like I'm definitely gonna try to kill that nigga. I'm gonna write my hardest bars ever. Then who else? Two
For sure.
two more niggas. Let's talk about hit wise. Let me think. Hit. Um, fuck it. We talking right now. I'll do some shit with like Lotto. Me and Big Lotto. That's my crush right there. So if I do some shit with Lotto, we'll smoke some shit. Me and Baby
Okay.
Lotto smoked some shit. The last person, Kiss Lotto. And then let me think. Should be right now. Trying to think of past or present nigga. And then I'll do a song with Cole just to talk my shit. Like, yeah. Again, you know me, I'm a competition person, so I'm gonna make sure I'm trying to outbar him just so I can show the difference.
That's another one you ain't gotta be sharp.
Nah, exactly. That's what I like. That's the thing. That's what I like. I like that.
That competitive
My
nature.
hardest verses is in scenarios like that. That's why anytime like I've ever had to be in a cipher, my hardest verses is when I gotta put me in a cipher. Like I write hard verses just for my own songs. But when I gotta be around niggas and put me in a cipher around niggas, I gotta be on a song with somebody. Gun smoke. Every verse I ever been on anybody else, niggas be like, damn, like you killed that nigga. Like I be on my shit. Like, nah, I make sure you know, like, nah, this was fire, but nah, he had a better verse. Like,
So you want to make sure you doing it.
Every verse, I'm not playing. I don't care if it's my song, they song, every verse, I gotta make sure.
Well, and you know, people will always remember that. Like Jay-Z will never live down Renegade ever.
Exactly,
Ever.
playing around. Exactly, you can't. That's why you
Ever.
gotta go at every verse like that.
Like I don't know, Wale has a song called Beautiful Bliss. J. Cole was on it and he really like killed him. Like it was so bad because Wale's first verse was good. And then J. Cole had a verse in the middle. And then when Wale did his third verse, it was like, nah, bro, you should have just you shouldn't have even did that verse. You should have just ended the song after Cole.
That's the reaction. That's the reaction. That's the reaction I get, and the reaction I like. I don't want it no other way. Like you gotta step your shit up when you come fuck with me. Like you gotta know that. And if you play around, like you said, if you play around like Jay-Z and Renegade and try to do your just regular shit, you're gonna get killed, and you're gonna regret it.
Absolutely. So, if you had to say you had one goal, right? One everlasting goal that you wanted to accomplish in this industry.
In the industry or in life?
Well, actually, you can give me one of both. Why not? But and what I mean in the industry is like if you said to me, I want to have the greatest hip hop album of all time, or I want to sell out Madison Square Garden, or I want to, sell out a world tour. Like what would that goal be? And then a life goal as well.
All right. The industry goal is definitely I'm a New York nigga, so it's gonna be Madison Square Garden for sure. It's gonna be selling Madison Square Garden just because again, my attitude is different than anybody else. This is not an accident. So when I make it and it took this long for me to make it, like the feeling's gonna be different. When I'm in the garden, I'm looking around, like I'm not even gonna rap for a second. I know me, I'm gonna look around, I'm gonna fuck around and cry. Like yo, I'm gonna look around like yo, this is I work for this. Like this is me right here. Like
absolutely.
And then life wise, it's just to take my mom around the world. That's all.
Whoops, say that again.
Take my mom around the world. That's all. Just show my mom she ain't every place she ain't never seen. Take her to Italy, Spain, all the just take my mom everywhere. That's all.
Okay. So what's next for Ice the God?
I got big things coming. I got news coming December 1st, so look out for that. Can't talk about that right now, but I got big news coming December 1st. I'm gonna be pushing this album, videos coming, and then just a lot of Ice the God. That movie I did is coming out like on streaming platforms in the next couple months. So.
Oh, okay, yo. Oh, yeah. I seen that you said that you tried out for a movie. Well, yeah, I missed that, but let's talk about that a little bit before I get into the closing. So how'd that come about? You get into a movie?
Nah, the movie called Sing Sing. It was just I was fucking around in the extra. My mom was fucking around and knew some shit, and she was like, "Yo, they doing
They looking for extras on something. I was high one day. You know how it is when you high. You just do random shit. I'm looking at my emails and I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna email them. See what they say. They emailed me. They was like, yo, send me a headshot. Send me like your info on who you is and shit. I sent it to them. They told me pull up. The shit was in Fishkill, Downstate Correctional Facility, because they just had closed the jail in Downstate in Fishkill. So that's where they were
Okay.
shooting the parts at. So they told me pull up, and I was there for like 2 weeks. Shot the movie. I'm not gonna front. When I was there, I thought it was gonna be some Tubi shit. Like I'm like, I never heard of this. This is not no like. It didn't feel like it was something spectacular. But then it ended up being it's a Grammy nominated nigga who's in the movie with me. He ended up being nominated for a fucking not a Grammy. What is it? Oscar. The movie.
Oscar.
Yeah, his name is Coleman Domingo. He was nominated for an Oscar for some shit called Rustin. This is black dude, but yeah, nah, he's valid. And this shit is actually getting a lot of great reviews. Like it's about to get some awards, so I'm happy about that. I was really just an extra, but I bully my ways into a couple extra parts. You know how that go. And
Yeah.
you know me, I'm
Yeah,
an artist, so I was in there even during the scenes. I'm passing out my business cards to the camera nigga. I'm passing my shit to the director. Like I still talk to the director and all the niggas from the movie. So hopefully we do good and get mad awards and shit. And I just keep in contact with niggas. I mean,
listen, it's all about making connections. And I think you're kind of like me. Like I kind of learned to invite myself to tables that are there. Like I just invite myself.
what you
Like,
mean? How you gonna get to the table? This what I mean. You don't eat. You don't eat unless you ask for the food. It's like that shit our parents used to say, closed mouths don't get fed. Like that shit real. Like if you don't try some shit or get some shit that you want or go for some shit, like you're not gonna get it.
oh yeah, well I don't ask for the food. I just take it. Like,
Exactly. I was
like
in there. You would have thought I was weird. I'm the only nigga in there. It's mad actors in there. I gave my shit to Coleman Domingo. Huh? Here go my business card. And I mean, I used to God. I do music also on the side. And I mean, I pass my shit out to everybody because you never know what's going on. Like I said, I kept in contact with these niggas. You never know. They do another movie. They fuck around, put my music in the movie. Like you never know. Like
and that's the thing. That's the thing about the connections right there.
exactly. That's why I
You
wish I went to. That's why I wish I went to college. Like I'm not a college nigga. I don't think school makes sense. I don't believe in working for people. I think the best thing about school is college and the networking. Just because if you go to college, guess what? You talk to this nigga, he's a doctor. You can know a doctor for the rest of your life. This nigga's a lawyer. This nigga's a composer. Like if you really network with these niggas, you can just know a lot of good people in life. That's what I would have used college for if I would have went to this shit.
yeah, I feel like you should only go to college if you're gonna be one of those things. Like where it's required, a doctor, a lawyer,
Yeah.
like
Everything else is to work for somebody else. I think it's a trick. They just want you to. Everything else, you go into school so you can work for somebody else and make them rich.
right, it's just, and then they stingy. I look at my job, man. Yo, we just had our union contract. These fools was not trying to give us a raise. Y'all to tell us, we made 33 million last year, and y'all crying over trying to give us a $2 raise.
That's the trick. They got you. They got you. You working for them. You stupid. Listen to what y'all arguing about. These niggas make $33 cajillion a year, and they arguing about giving you a little dollar raise. Like they ain't even trying to give you that. Like exactly.
Yeah,
That's why you got to be in that position to try to be in a position to where it's either you want to be the worker or the nigga who got niggas working for them. It's only two places to be. So you gotta,
right.
and that's hard to get to the other level, but you gotta try to get there.
Yeah, and that's why I'm going out to Brooklyn tomorrow. Like my wife is mad. What's the word I'm looking for? Mad supportive. Like I
Nah, that's
wanted
what's
yeah, man. Like I wanted to take her out on a date, right? Like I don't know, like last week, but I was good. I would have had to cancel a podcast. She goes, no, 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 over my dead body.
what? That's rare.
Don't.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, you married the right. See, you know what to do. That's why you married her. That's why you married her, bro. That's rare. That's not normal. I've been in a relationship. That's not normal for a girl to support you that much. Be like, nah, do your thing. Like, nah, fuck me right now. I'm not important. Do what you got to do for your dream and what you worried about. Like, that's what's important.
Her exact words were, "Don't cancel a show in your dream to take me out on a date."
Yeah, we got forever. We'll be good. That's how it's supposed to be.
You know,
Nah,
so like,
that's why you married her. You gave the right one the ring. Shout out to Miss. Shout out to Miss Mike. Shout out to Miss whatever her name is. What's her name?
Jackie.
Shout out to Jackie, man. Shout out Jackie.
Yeah, she's right here. You know.
Yeah, shout out Jackie, man.
So she, trying, man, trying. I dabble in that. I got a security license. I'm about to work with a travel agency.
But that's what niggas need. Niggas need somebody who's gonna be behind them and support what they're doing. I mean, that's what niggas need.
I have equity in All Right Entertainment. like,
Yeah.
I'm a 5% owner in that. I'm out here, I'm about to learn. I'm learning about life insurance. I'm trying to be a motivational speaker. There's never too many streams of income. And
no, you're gonna get it. No, you're gonna get it. And when you get there, it's just like me. Like you said, it's not an accident, bro. It's not an accident. When you get to where you're going, it's not an accident.
It's all about, you gotta have a purpose, right? You gotta have a purpose. And that's the thing here. People don't have that energy. They want the goal, but they don't want to do the work. And I ain't gonna hold you. There are days, I'm not gonna lie. There are days after I work.
Bro, and that's only 50%. Half people don't even want that. They don't want nothing. They comfy.
Mm-hmm. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
I'm not comfy. That's the thing. I'm not comfy. I'm not comfy paying rent. A little $1,500, $2,000 rent. I'm not comfy with that. No, my rent supposed to be $20,000 a month. $50,000. That's what my rent supposed to be. That's what I'm comfy with. I'm not comfy rent.
I don't even want to pay rent. I want a mortgage. I want to own my shit, and
I'm not comfy right now.
And then I want someone to come cut the grass and move the snow. I don't want to do
Yeah, there we go. I'm not comfy right now. That's why I said only half the people. Half the people comfy, and the other half they just not putting in the work.
Nah, and I mean, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. Like doing my regular job, like I work in Nabisco, so this week we're in. Last week, bro, I worked like 60 hours almost, and it was just I was tired. But guess what? I still podcasted 4 nights. I had 4 podcasts that week. Worked to 6 o'clock. Went home, set up for them. I create my questionnaire and everything.
Good shit.
Set up.
You have to, bro, and know that it's gonna pay off, bro. It's gonna pay off. The hard work is gonna pay off
in due time.
And we study the game. Like you said, if you study basketball too, it's like Kobe. Like, man, you was nobody in there shooting in the gym when he by himself. Like, don't nobody see it. The real work is the work that nobody see when you by yourself. That's the real work. The preparation that I do, the preparation that you do, that's the real work.
In the corner. Oh.
That's the real work. The preparation we do when nobody watching.
Exactly. And that's the thing that's gotten me into some of these rooms in these areas and got me in with some of these people. Veg is another one. He's like, yo, you need anything, hit me. We good. We make it happen. I said, well, I took your number from your resume. We'll be in touch. So, last thing, kids to be let free because they're quiet, but I know it's coming to an end soon. This is usually my time. For anyone who wants to find you on your social media or find your music, for anyone watching this who can watch this back, what are your handles where they can find you?
I go by Ice the God, ICETHEGOD. That's where you can find me on YouTube. Make sure you spell it the right way. It's no DA in the middle. It's THE. That's where you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere music is at. That's where you can find Ice the God. Simple. IceTheGod.com. I got my own website. You know what type of time I'm on, so you can check my shit out on my own website. Like, I'm everywhere. New album out right now, Walk on Water. This is what I do. Ice the God. ICETHEGOD. You see the handle right there in the corner. That's how you spell it. Everywhere.
I'll make sure y'all check that out for sure. And I end each show because I'm a positive guy. I end each show with a positive ending message. It's something positive, even though there's a lot of gems in this episode, a lot of positivity, lot of energy. I love the energy. I think our energies kind of match in a way,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
you
No,
know.
it's a fact.
But anything positive and uplifting from you to I'm sorry, you to the people in the room still, or who can watch this back, just uplifting and positive. The floor is yours.
It sounds stupid, but I ain't even make it yet. But I'm telling niggas that like the same shit everybody else tell you. Like, chase your dreams, don't stop, get to it. Cause when you make it, this shit is gonna be all worth it. Cause when I look back at this video and I'm sitting in this room, I'm sitting in my room and I ain't make it yet, I'm gonna know, like, yo, it was meant to be. Like, I knew it was gonna happen before it happened, and you just gotta feel the same way about whatever you're doing in life. Have that passion for it and go get it, just like how I'm about to go get it. Like, you got one life, make sure you go get what you want to go get. Like, fuck what everybody else saying. What you want to do that thing. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm about to do, and I'm about to be rich off it. So make sure you just chase your dreams and just do what you do. Find your purpose and do that.
Because guess what? You and I gonna have another interview down the road. And
Mm-hmm.
we ain't gonna be right here. I'm in my living room on my couch.
Nah, gonna be somewhere
You
lavish, and we're
we
gonna
gonna
pull up this. We're gonna pull up this interview while we somewhere lavish, eating good, drinking good. We're gonna be like, yo, remember this interview when we was back then? Like,
we gonna be having lobster and shrimp.
yeah.
No, and not red lobster either. I'm talking top of the line
Mm-hmm.
lobster, shrimp. Doing another interview.
Both of us the same way. So make sure when I get lit and I call you and I'm like, yo, I need my man to interview me. Like, this is one of my best interviews. I'm not gonna hold you. So when I call you to interview me, when I get it, just make sure you ready.
I appreciate that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna inbox you my phone number too. So then that way we can keep in touch, and also you can, I'll send you that information on that show if if you want to have have it looked over, you want to look over it, So right now, guys, I'm gonna put on an exit song. This is also from Walk on Water. Oh, I want to thank everyone for tapping in with me with Ice to God. Check out this album. Check that music video when it comes, and we'll see y'all on the flip side.
Peace. You know the vibe. Ice to God. Walk on water. Honest hour. Bow.
Peace.